3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to another Caveman's Corner, coming to you live from the Caveman Studios in sunny North Buffalo with Jeff,
Captain Caveman,
Denz. Today I'm going to have a world-class kickboxer on, Anthony Ford. Anthony trains in Canada. I've done a couple seminars with him. I've trained with him a little bit. We're going to make it happen. He's putting on a show in Canada, or he's putting on a show at Riverworks coming up in a few weeks. So we're going to have him on the line, and we're going to give him... So we're going to have him on the phone and see what he's got to say about the fight. He's the main event. He's putting on the show. He's the star of the show. Let's see what he's got to say. Anthony, how's it going?
I am amazing. How are you doing?
Good, man. Really good to hear from you.
I know, right?
It's been a long time. We've been trying to put this show together for a couple days now. You're putting on a show in just a few weeks at Riverworks. What's going on with that?
Yeah, man. So April 19th, I'm going to be fighting for the WBC Super Middleweight World title against Hamza Nagotu. I'm probably butchering his name, but I guess they'll teach me how to say it when we get here. But yeah, we're going to have a full card. We're going to have a lot of local boys on the card. As well as obviously the world title fight. But, yeah, man, I'm kind of stoked.
Who else is going to be on the card besides for you? Obviously, you're going to be the headliner.
Yeah, headliner. Cody Kent will be one of the other pros on the card. He'll be fighting Antonio Arnold. And that's a fight of the night candidate for sure. Those are two really, really tough boys that like to throw down. So that's pretty good. We got a Veronica Chinez, who is going to be having her pro debut. She's 16-1 currently as a Thai boxer, so that's going to be looking like it's going to be pretty good. And then we have a lot of local boys from Buffalo as well. So we're going to have Tony Viscomi.
Oh, he's a killer. I train with him. He's a killer, man.
Yeah, man. So we got Tony Viscomi. He's fighting a guy named Nick Wang out of Ottawa. So that's going to be a good fight. Nick Wang comes from a good gym. So that's going to be a good fight. We've got Marshall Daniels and Joe Catalano. I'm sorry, I'm probably totally butchered. But they're going to be fighting. They're from Buffalo, and then Max Ron Dorn is another guy out of Buffalo. So,
yeah, put some time in with him too. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, man. And it's all full rules. There's no amateur rules with shin pads, none of that stuff. There's no shin pads, full rules, elbows to the dome, all the good stuff. Traditional, proper, full rules Muay Thai.
Awesome. So there's all Muay Thai, no K1 fights or anything?
No K1, no kickboxing, all full rules Muay Thai.
That's awesome. I don't think Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all high like 8 max. But yeah, no pads, no headgear. The real deal.
That's awesome. I don't think Buffalo has ever had an all Muay Thai show. I think every time we try and put a Muay Thai show on, they always have like regular kickboxing fights or K1 rule fights. I don't think we've ever had a full rules Muay Thai fight. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, man. So the whole deal, the music, the Y crew and Remoy, and the whole shebang, the whole cultural experience. So I'm stoked about it.
That's amazing. And you're gonna be putting it on at Riverworks, correct?
Yeah, Riverworks.
That's an amazing facility. I don't
Yeah.
know if you got a chance to go around and walk around there, but man, it's a really nice
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, I went down to go check it out to talk to people down there. I mean, first of all, like amazing staff, super like professional and welcoming, really nice people. But also, like you go in there, you're like, what a crazy place, right? Like there's like 2 hockey rinks, roller derby rink. They've got a full size bar. They have an escape room. They have a rope course. Like this place is like the weirdest place I've ever seen.
Also,
it's just that.
one of the guys fighting on your card, Max Ron Dorn, trains right there at Riverworks too. So there's a gym in that facility as well.
Exactly. That's how you know the card.
Yeah.
So I went and got a hold of those guys, and I'm hoping we get at least one more person from that gym as well, just because they're good guys. I'm still like trying to look around for some more locals to get on the card. So I've been trying to get a hold of local gyms, and hopefully some people get back to me and let me know. Cause, like I really want to have some more guys on the card, and I want to really like kind of show what this area has to offer. So
Awesome, man. Well,
hoping some more guys reach out.
Coming on here will help it out. We'll put the shout out and I'll post it on all our forums. You know, Ray's all over Facebook, so he'll put it out there for you too.
Please, yeah, we definitely need some more guys in the card. I'd like to get 2 or 3 more fights on, and I'm tossing up the idea of having a couple of bids at the very beginning of the night, like the undercard card.
Right.
Just so that we get some competitive experience for the youngins as they're coming up. So I'd like to be able to have that. I mean, obviously the kids are going to have it up, but still.
Anthony Ford's got 3-year-olds out there fighting full Thai rules, just like back on the mainland.
Yeah.
What's it like putting this card together while you're trying to train for it?
It absolutely sucks. I'm so stressed out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go bald with this or pull all my hair out. I'm definitely gonna need some serious therapy when I'm done. For sure. Like it's been crazy. Like it's one of those things where like the only way I would get an opportunity to have a fight this big close to home was if I just did it. And, and that was basically what I was going to do in the show. Was, all right, nobody else was going to do it for me. So let's do this. And, I've got so many other guys around here that want to fight full rules. They want to fight proper Muay Thai. Don't have they don't have the means to go and fight. You don't have a platform to go and show locals what they're capable of. And I just realized, like, the only way for me to be able to do this and do this for the Muay Thai community was to do it myself.
How much?
And so I could.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, please. So
I was gonna ask, how much time have you actually had to like scout your opponent and do a full training camp? I see pictures of you training all the time. It's got to be a lot of time management problems this fight.
109. Actually, one of the really nice things is I've relocated my camp, like in where I train. I had some issues having like, support system that I needed where I was at. And, they were really nice people, and I, no negativity or nothing. It's just, I needed to have more people to spar with, and I needed to be able to have, more pads, and I needed to have a bigger support system that way. So I shifted gyms, and now I have a plethora of training partners and a lot of good people around. So I've actually had a really, really good training camp. I've got guys that, go running with me. Like this morning I was up early running hills. We have team practice. We actually have a pro practice with only competitive fighters every day at once. We have like a 2-hour practice just for guys that want to fight. And then we train again in the evenings. I'm training 2-3 times a day, most days. And then on the weekends, we have open sparring on Saturdays, and then I have an open sparring on Sundays where we invite people from the gym. So, actually my training camp for this has been amazing. And, I'm really lucky that there's lots of tape and video on my opponent. So, we've done a lot of scouting and a lot of practice, a lot of game plan prep for this one. That being said, he's also the world champ, so that's easier said than done. But yeah, man, I feel really confident when it comes to training. And then also, I'm really lucky that I have people around me that are helping me with the show as well. Because I'm only one man, I'm not Superman, so I've got people running around helping me with a lot of the legwork, and I'm very lucky. We have Jessica Carter, who is my event manager. She's the one that's going to be running the event the night of the fight, because obviously I'll be busy fighting. And she's absolutely amazing. That woman can get absolutely anything done. We also have Caveman, who's also one of the main, basically the promoter. And she's another person who guaranteed if I didn't have her helping me, I'd be fucked. There's not even another way around it. I'd be screwed. And then, so there's always little things that pop up that we're trying to get through, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's probably easier for you to not have to fly to Thailand for this fight, right? Like you did last time. You had the hard time with the weight cut. You got put in the hospital. This time, everything's gonna be at home.
It was absolutely nightmare. And now at least, I have all my support systems here. I'm eating in my own kitchen. Sleeping in my own bed. I've got my own training partners, paddlers in my own gym. I'm not in a foreign country trying to make the last little bit of weight. And even before I left for Thailand, I had basically no pad holder. I had almost no sparring. I don't know if you remember, you came up to I had nobody helping to spar, so I have open sparring times on Saturday, and we had maybe 5-6 people there.
Yeah, and 2 of them were rookies, never sparred before.
Exactly, right? So that was what I had to deal with. Whereas now, I've got a room full of killers, just great people to train with, and you got to come up actually for one of our sparring days, man.
I would love to, man. The last time I got a lot out of it, you and the other guy that had I forgot the shorter guy.
Yeah, man.
He was awesome. You guys were great.
Yeah, man. There's some really, really, really good work that has to be had here. So come on up, get some rounds in before this fight.
I would love to, man. If anyone hasn't sparred with Anthony yet, when you spar Anthony, you're gonna end up sitting down on your butt at least once or twice. He's got some great sweeps.
Oh, thanks, man. My bread and butter.
I love it. I love your philosophy about it too. You're like, I'm gonna knock him down. He's gonna look up. Everyone's gonna laugh at me, and it's just gonna dishearten him. Can you talk about that a little bit about your philosophy on the sweeps?
yeah, so like sweeps to me are not like you're not really there to hurt your opponent. It's not like getting a kick in the head or like elbowing somebody's face where there's obvious injury that's happening, right? Like they're not designed to hurt your opponent. They're designed to make them look stupid, right? So if you're in like a big stadium in Thailand, right, and there's 15,000 people watching, of all the gamblers watching, screaming, the TV cameras and the lights and the cameras and everything's going on around, and this killer of a Thai, some dude that's been fighting since he was 8 years old, throws a stick at, some white guy like me, and I catch it, and I send him flying. And as soon as he hits the floor, and I look over and he's dumb, and then I walk away. that does something to you mentally, right? It starts to break them down. That's really kind of my philosophy. It's showing that you're just that much more technically talented.
That's amazing. Your guy is 33-1, correct?
No. He's far more than that. I think he's he's got I think he's 60-1 or something like that now, or something. He's been fighting for quite a while, and there's a lot of conflicting records with him because not everybody updates all this stuff all the time. But
right,
he just fought. So he just won the Lions fight title on Saturday.
Damn, he's fighting a lot.
Man, he fought Toby Smith in Ireland on Saturday night and squeaked out a decision. And Toby Smith is a really, really tough guy. He's the #1 ranked guy in the world, and he tweaked it out and did a really good job. And I mean, so yeah, he's been good. He's only lost the one time, and so looking to give him #2.
That's awesome. This is going to be such a world-class event that I don't think people really understand how high of a level this is going to be. At least the main event.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I'm trying to I try and explain to people, right, is the WBC world title for Muay Thai. It's if I win this, it'd be like bringing a UFC title back home to my gym. Right? It's the same standard, right? Whoever holds this belt is widely considered, the champ. The most prestigious belt within our sport.
That's awesome. What are you going to do when it's hanging on your wall?
Oh man, I don't think you're going to see that thing off of my waist for a while. I'm pretty sure I'm going to sleep with it on for a while. I'm going to be walking around the mall being like, hey, see this? I'm going to be that guy. I've worked so hard for this belt, and I've worked for so long, and I've bled pints and pints and pints of blood for this belt. It's really it's something I've worked most of my adult life for, so it's a big deal for me.
I remember I came up and I trained at your gym. We ended up talking in the locker room a long time. You were talking with that weird dude with the beard for a long time. Then me and you talked. I saw what a great guy you are and how much you've gone through. And then you went to Thailand and you had the kidney shut down. And I felt so bad for. I didn't even want to message you right away. I messaged you just to make sure you're okay. And now it's finally happening, man. It's about time.
Yeah, man. It happened. That one. I got offered the opportunity to go and fight, and if somebody dangles a piece of steak in front of a hungry dog, they're gonna take it. And that's basically what happened. They were like, "Hey, we'll give you a chance to fight for this belt on this epic stage, but you got to make 154 pounds." And of course, I'm gonna say yes, and and I worked my ass off, and I got all the way down there. But what happened was when I got there, my body said that's enough, and I completely depleted my body of potassium. And what happened was I went into cardiac arrhythmia and tachycardia, and had to be taken to the hospital. It was really bad stuff. You know, it's, you know, it's it was one of those things where I almost died for my goal, and and it really made me take a long, hard look at what I was doing, and who I was doing it with, and it was one of the major things that contributed to me moving in, and it is what it is. I learned a life lesson, and now I'm in a good place. I feel strong, and the weight cuts actually going phenomenal. I feel like really on point. And obviously, 168 pounds is a lot different from 154 pounds. So, I'm going to feel good. I'm still going to be quite lean, but 168 pounds is still pretty small for me. So, it's, being really steady and really careful, and, getting to my goal.
For sure. I fought you at 45, and I knew how big you were. And when you said you were going to make 56, I was shocked. I was like, that's a big motherfucker to be trying to make 56, I knew it was going to be a really tough cut.
Well, and the thing is, I made it, too. But the only issue was it didn't matter because my body shut down when I got there, right? So it was pretty bad.
So if you win this fight, are you going to put on more world championship bouts as you're defending the title up in Buffalo, or looking to move it to Canada?
Yeah, that's the plan. We're not going to be moving it to Canada, and the reason being is because professional Muay Thai is illegal in Ontario. So that's actually why we're having it in Buffalo and not having it in Niagara Falls, is because of how our government views professional fights. So we're having it there, which is fine. Buffalo is basically my second home. I have a lot of training partners and friends there. I feel like the gym there, especially the old Pursuit, like almost like another gym family for me. So it's a great opportunity for me to come fight close to home. It's cool because now the fight's so close, and now families can come, sponsors, these sorts of things. Whereas before, people would have to watch on TV or whatever, or maybe they wouldn't even see it until after I got home and see it on YouTube, or maybe they'd have to stay up or wake up super early and watch at 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm fighting in Cambodia or wherever at the time the fight's on. So it's nice to be able to finally fight close to home.
Yeah, that sounds terrible for your friends to try and watch, but now you're close to home. Let's talk about tickets a little bit. How much are tickets, and where can you get them at?
Okay, so let me actually have the tickets right in front of me. So I will take exactly how much. Generals are $35. Ringside, I believe, are $55, and the top 50. Sorry, my bad, 50. And I believe a seat at a VIP table is $100 US.
So a VIP table is what's included with that?
So it's 10 pieces per table, so we won't sell those as one piece. So it's basically $1,000 per table. These 10 people, but you also get open bar and buffet for 4.
Damn, that's a good deal.
Exactly, right? You go, you can have yourself a couple of nice cocktails and enjoy the fight and watch me kick shit out of somebody's leg.
Make them fall down a bunch.
Yeah, and probably watch me get elbowed in the face a couple of times. And, there we go.
So the tickets are $35, $50, and $100, and you can get them.
Yep.
Where can you get them at?
You'll be able to pick them up at Western New York MMA.
All right.
So both locations, so the Williamsville location and the Buffalo location, you'll be able to pick them up with both. I'm actually personally delivering them tomorrow, so they will be there.
Awesome. I'll see you. What time are you coming in at?
It should be in the evening. I'm going to try and show up for Nick's class and just come and so that.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then, obviously the gym that's part of Riverworks, I don't actually know what it's called. No?
It's called Buffalo United Martial Arts.
Buffalo United Martial Arts. So they will also have tickets. So you'll be able to purchase those there. Yeah, and then, and apparently you can buy them online. Well.
You can buy them. Do you have a website or anything, or?
Yes. Hold on. What is the website? Do you know? Eventbrite.com /battle at the border.
All right, that's a lot for a podcast. So if you send that to me, I'll post it with the podcast when I put it live online.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that way people can just. If you're listening to this and you want tickets, just click on the link on the bottom of this, and you can get tickets right there.
Awesome. Or you can go and pick them up directly from the fighter's location.
Yeah, definitely. If you're friends with a fighter, always buy it from the fighter. Giving the fighters a little kickback.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They can make a little bit of money off of it. And the other thing is, from the promoter's point of view, right? Like, which fighters you want to continue having on the card based on how many people you sell, right? So if you get a fighter who sells 100 tickets, that's probably going to get on again. Whereas if the guy only sells 10, probably not.
And since Anthony's going to win this title, we got to make sure that you're selling enough tickets because there's going to be a bunch of shows in Buffalo.
100%. And then the other nice thing is, like, as I keep telling the local fighters that are fighting on this card, the world is watching, literally. There are scouts from a number of larger Muay Thai promotions that are going to be watching. So, good opportunity to get their names out there and potentially get on the bigger card.
Awesome. Did you get a chance to find out if it's going to be on pay-per-view or not?
We're still working on that. There is a very good likeliness that it will be, but you and I also talked about some other potential options. So I'm hoping I'll know that within the next week. All
right. Well, I'll give LCTV a call, and maybe I can get them over there so I can commentate too. I love to commentate some world-class kickboxing.
Yeah, man. It'd be good to get you on there. Somebody who at least knows a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, and I'd love to call out, oh, you hit me with that same sweep. I can't wait to say that. I got the line already ready to go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Can't wait.
Yeah, well, congratulations on getting this fight and getting into Buffalo. Hopefully training camp's going great. How's your dog, man? I know we talked about your dog a lot last time I saw you. How's the dog doing?
Dog's absolutely fantastic. It's been a huge blessing for me to have. For those of you guys playing the home game, I have a service dog, and she is absolutely phenomenal. She's my guardian angel. I don't even know what I would do without her.
If you don't have a dog, maybe you can't even understand what it's like. Even a not-service dog, but I got a dog, and he's sitting here right next to me while I'm doing this podcast. He's always around. It's always a little comfort to have, and I'm glad you have the same thing in your life.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's cool. We have, obviously she's with me all the time. We have her at the gym, so I'll have her right on my side, and I'll be teaching classes, and I'll be, teaching my kids class, and I've got my dog there with me, so it's nice. It's been a really, really neat thing, and it's really cool. Our gym here in actually, there's 3 service dogs in the one gym. So sometimes they'll come in and there'll be like three of these dogs there, and we'll all be training, and you'll see them all sitting there in their little couch, like, hanging out there. And we have a very unique program. We actually have a veteran jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai program for both military, police, fire, and ambulance veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. So they all come in, and we've got our dogs, and, we have our little group once a week, and absolute fabulous thing.
That's awesome, man. Since you talk about teaching at a gym, we want to plug your gym real quick, so maybe you can pick up some membership for your gym as well.
Oh, please. Evolve MMA here in St. Catharines. Absolutely phenomenal gym. If you guys are ever up in Catharines, please come on by. Everybody's always welcome. It's a great family atmosphere. We've got easily some of the best jiu-jitsu in Southern Ontario. We've got an amazing opening match for those of you guys that are into that kind of thing every Friday at noon. Everybody's always welcome. And then obviously we've got our Muay match as well. So, yeah, man. Awesome. Love it.
I can tell that you're over there, man, because all your MMA guys, their striking is really seemed to be a lot better lately. That's all I got to say.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
That's not so good for us Americans, but, you're welcome.
No worries. We'll go with that.
All right, man. Thank you very much for your time. New world champion in the house, Anthony Ford.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Have a good night. Bye-bye. Now, the audio was not the best that we've ever had, but Anthony Ford is a great guy. I went up and I trained with him back in the day. I have nothing but great to say about him. He had this open mat. He's training for a world title defense in Thailand, like we were talking about earlier in the podcast. And there's a couple guys up there. And he took the time when he invited us up to train him to get good hard rounds. He took the time to help some newer guys out that never really sparred before. And I don't know, he's a hell of a guy. We had a really solid heart-to-heart talk in the locker room that day. And anytime I can help this guy out, man, I'm going to help him out. So if you can make this show, it's at Riverworks in Buffalo. I don't know too much about most of the guys fighting. Some of them are amateurs. I know that the guy from our gym, Tony, the Tiger, is amazing. His Muay Thai it's like art. It's like watching ballet, watch him kick people in the face. And I know Anthony Ford, his title fight is going to be world-class Muay Thai, the highest level. We don't get that in Buffalo. So if you have any chance to make it out there, go ahead, get some tickets, make it out there. If you want to get tickets and you don't know how to, or you don't trust a link or whatever, message me. We're going to have tickets at my gym, so I can pick them up and bring them to you. Whatever I need to do, let's help this guy out. All right, man, that's all I got for today. I'm going to get out of here. Ray, start the music. Oh, Ray's not here. I got to do the music. I'm not sure how this is going to go. We'll give it a try. Coming to you live from the Caveman Studios in North Buffalo. Caveman's Corner is out of here. I suck when I'm alone. Oh my God, Tripper, that fart stinks.